Already over 200 of you have said, okay, I may not be able to spell that, but I know that I want that in my garden. I want to use it, you know, in my hanging baskets. I want to use it as a spiller in my containers, or the filler, as you can see right there. And if I mispronounce these and I made somebody at home cringe, I apologize. But these are a 3-piece Trixi Calibrachoa.
That's right. Perfect.
Live plant. I practiced. And it comes with that sample food that'll give you a gallon of the fertilizer that you just told us about, Steph, that we need to use.
That's right. But actually, this comes with a sample of our petunia food. So I'll show you here in a second. It's a different color.
A different one.
But what we're seeing here is, if you're unfamiliar with the Calibrachoa, chances are you know petunias. Yeah. This is what I like to say, the better petunia, because it really, it gets its name as million bells or mini petunias, because you can see just how absolutely covered your plants will be with, quote unquote, a million flowers. They really just bloom their hearts out. And it is an annual, and I have to say, Pat, I've grown thousands of plants, I've been around thousands of plants. It is my top choice for an annual. I don't grow a lot of annuals because I live in California, where I can have things growing year round. But this is absolutely my top choice for an annual. I don't like petunias, and the reason for that is because petunias just can't withhold weather. You know, if it's really hot, they start to wilt. They get really sticky, and then you have to go out and you have to try to clean them. Exactly. With the Calibrachoa, it solves all of those issues. They're self-cleaning, which saves us a lot of time. You know, your flowers are double petaled. Maybe you picked up our Calibrachoa from last year. This is the new and improved version of those, because you can see that these are actually double petaled. It has that kind of cute, really curly Q in the center. Those are just new petals about to unfurl. So they really are, I think, the most beautiful, show-stopping, easy, and effective annual to grow.
So I'm going to get 3 live plants in the Ellie pots, and I'm going to get 1 in blue, 1 in yellow, and 1 in magenta?
Yes, so it says blue in the gardening world. It's really kind of like an indigo or a purple, like you see here. But this one is already, you know, blooming its heart out. So you might have flowers right out of the box. And Pat, what we did is we included a pack of our sample petunia food. Now, it's not just for petunias, obviously. It's for plants like the petunia, as in the Calibrachoa. And you're going to do the same thing like you did with the my brother showed with the callas. You're just going to mix it into a gallon of water, and you're going to want to feed these very regularly. They are heavy feeders. So I would recommend once every 10 days. So, you know, you're going to go out there, just give them a nice drink, and that's going to ensure that you can have this dramatic effect of color and flowers for months.
Now, you have them in a container. Can I put them in a window box? Would I put them in the ground?
Yes, and you know, you bring up a great point. Last year, we actually sold it with a hanging basket included. So obviously your plants, because they're annuals, you don't have those plants anymore. But if you want to pick up this collection, you can use that hanging basket that you had from last year. Or we actually offer hanging baskets on QVC.com this year as well. So, you know, the opportunities are endless. Here you see it just they separated the colors here. We have a mixed on set. Do whatever you prefer. I kind of like them mixed together because it's like confetti.
Too.
But they really get their name, million bells, because you're going to have millions and millions of flowers.
I have seen these hanging baskets for like 1 hanging basket for that price.
Oh my gosh.
That didn't look half as impressive.
That's right.
As that for way more money. Hanging baskets are so expensive these days.
They really are. And the problem with going and buying an already growing hanging basket is that its lifespan is already probably halfway done by the time you buy it. With ours, you're starting with these already blooming Ellie pots, and then you're going to be able to watch them grow into something this beautiful. Hi, I almost called you Pat, sorry.
That's okay.
It's getting late.
Well, so when we were looking at the flowers close up earlier, and you will notice there are some old flowers that are still on the plant. Now, over time, those old flowers are just going to naturally fall off. And that's what we call self-cleaning, and that's hugely important, because a lot of other Calibrachoas or petunias, they're going to just hold on to those old flowers, and unless you're out there picking and pulling all of them, they're going to just look like a hot mess.
And if you've ever smelled a sticky petunia leaf, oh my gosh, you can't even clean that. At that point, you just got to leave it be.
Yeah, exactly.
The Calibrachoas do not get that way.
I mean, this is a better Calibrachoa. That's the beauty of it. You've probably seen these like I have seen these before. And this is the best of the best this season. That's what's so beautiful.
They really are. And so this is the hanging basket from last season.
Okay.
Now we put new plants in, so you guys could do the same thing. This is only after 6 weeks of growth.
6 weeks.
They really are rapid growers, Pat, and they will give you just such a festive and fun look in your homes, or in your gardens rather.
All three
together.
Okay.
Exactly. That's how my family and I like it. But I really want to stress, you know, we included that sample pack of food for a reason.
Yes.
Make sure you guys use it, because I want you really to experience the true beauty of the Calibrachoa. And in order to get that effect, you got to make sure to use that sample pack. And then you can actually get the bigger size on QVC.com if you so desire.
And get good dirt. I mean,
yes, get our potting soil. Thank you.
I
actually
shouldn't have called it dirt, but
well, you know, dirt, soil. It's
potting
actually soilless, so it's not even soil. But this potting mix is what we grow all of them in. Those ellie pots that I was showing earlier, this is in here already. So really, you're just continuing to grow it in its, you know, already comfortable environment. And there's the sample food, exactly. And from what we have in our hands here, Pat, these ellie pots, I'm just gonna like plop them here for visual effect.
Here, that one.
I'll get this last one out for you, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
okay.
you go.
So these 3 will turn into something that looks like this in just 6 weeks.
That's
These plants are just getting going. They really are. They will just like bloom before your eyes from one day to the next. It's really fun.
This sun.
They love sun, and they do love to be fed, as I mentioned. But in between your fertilizing, you only need to water them probably like 3 times a week. They don't need to be super moist, which is great. And the really cool thing is, let's say you've tried growing petunias. You go on a vacation, you come back, those things are wilted, and you are not going to revive them. The Calibrachoa can handle the heat, can handle those summer storms. They do not wilt. They are gonna just remain this like nice and perky shape almost, and then they're gonna self-clean. So it really is the best annual you can grow. Want
to make 2 hanging baskets? Buy that second order. Want 4 hanging baskets across your front porch? Did you, like last year, I was like, nope, that's too much money. I'm not going to spend that much on every single one of these. Now you can grow them. You can put 3 of these in a hanging basket. If you need that hanging basket, Roberta's hanging basket on QVC.com. But imagine that. I mean, look how beautiful. And that will start again in 6 weeks. And how long will it last?
So these are going to bloom through June, July, August, September, October. Honestly, probably until like your first frost. They really are, they just want to bloom their hearts out.
They're so pretty, they almost look fake.
They really do, yes. These are the real deal.
Yeah, these are real.
I should have mentioned earlier, you said hanging baskets, window boxes. They are known for that exactly, for that trailing ability. So as they get more mature, that trailing is just going to keep kind of hanging down from whatever the container is. It's so beautiful, it's so dramatic, but it is so incredibly easy to grow.
I need these in my window box.
I couldn't recommend them more. They're so fun.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty. All right, one-time auto delivery. Don't be afraid of that auto delivery, because you will get great success with them this year, and then you'll be like, oh, I hope they bring them back. That way, if you're on auto delivery, we guarantee you.
Got it. That's right.
All right, so let's go back, because we have just a couple of minutes, and we'll ask Devin. 24,000